type of girl I'm talking about. Or if you're a girl, this is the type of guy. When I talk about meeting your true mate, this is what it is. They can't help it. There's their nervous system, it's in their body, they're pulled towards you. They're pulled, they can't control it. They like, wow, this is so nice. My energy synergizes with this other person, so nice. Like, what the hell's going on? This feels good. This is what the universe can send you if you get to a certain level of inner alignment in yourself. And if it's your destiny, if you have desire to experience this, if it's your karma to experience this, the universe is going to send it to you. You can't find this. What are you going to pay a headhunter to go find this? You can't do it. The universe has to send this to you, and it will. This girl, she could care less, man, about like, oh, are you 6 foot? Do you have blonde hair? What's your status? What's your money? What kind of car you drive? Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter because she's taken over by this attraction, this energetic attraction that she can't control. And that's what scares her. She can't control it. And it can scare you too. It scares both people because it's not of you. This is something beyond you. All the little alpha male techniques and all that, like, don't work. Yeah, here, look. So here's how I don't get attracted to, here's how I don't look like a simp. All right, so I'm not gonna call her for 3 days. If she calls me, I'm gonna say I'm busy. Right, and then maybe I'll send her a text after that. Whatever, man, there's a whole system they have. Like, that stuff is ridiculous when you're in the presence of what I'm talking about. If they experienced that, I don't see how they could authentically write a book talking about it. Because you'd feel full of shit, because you would know. You would know when you meet your real being that God sends you, man, that stuff goes out the window. You didn't win her over via some, game. You didn't mack her. Yeah, what's up? See, you didn't, that's not how you got her. It's more like you didn't win her. It's more like there's a remembering. You remember her. She remembers you, even though you haven't seen each other this life. You must have communed on different planes, on different levels before you got here, because that chemistry is still there. It's stored somewhere in your being, and then when you see each other, it activates this memory. We have so many memories inside us that are dormant that we don't even know. It's said that our causal body is, every memory is stored from every experience we've ever had in all of our lives and all planes that we existed on. But we'd go crazy. You couldn't, if we remembered all that at once, while in this little human form, couldn't take it, man. We'd have a brain aneurysm. So things get unlocked when they're supposed to get unlocked. I found that out when I did, in the past, when I was doing a couple high doses of plant medicine. I saw very clear. I'm like, this dimension, this human dimension is not conducive for unlocking the highest power that's in us. There's no way. It's like, whoa, please, God, can you turn the dial switch down a little bit, because I'm gonna implode. It's too much. So, when you meet one of these beings, this is why you have to be ready, though. This is why that you can't meet them prematurely, because otherwise it's not gonna, well, it wouldn't work. You just can't do it. It's not even you just can't do it. You have to be at a certain degree of stability in yourself and ready for this advanced class to be administered to you. Because when you meet her, you're not gonna have you're gonna realize how out of control you are, man. You can't manage this with this little self-will and mind and your little alpha male techniques and all that stuff. Like, it's not gonna work. It's too strong. You don't know what you're gonna do. The best thing to do is surrender to it, flow with it. That's what I did. I told the girl, it was when I was 23, that was the first, one I met. We were driving we lived in LA, and then we were driving to San Diego. Man, it was like within the first month we met. So, it was the new honeymoon stage was still happening. My hand was like on her the whole time. Like our hands were touching. Like we'd just be touching all the time. I just couldn't help it. I told her, I said, like, I can't help it. That's a lesson in itself, though. But to learn, but you can't learn these lessons unless you're in this situation. At some point, it can get too much. It can get too much. There was a guy that drove a girl away because he just kept telling her how beautiful she was. You see, the girls, they say they want to hear that. Well, after it's been a few months and he's still telling you that, like all the time, she couldn't take it. He's calling her an angel, and it was too much. So you have to learn how to kind of turn the dial switch down. Keep this feeling inside. This love and adoration for her, you keep it inside. Just stay cool. But you can't do that as a technique. You have to learn. You have to just, you have to suffer from maybe doing the opposite before you can get to where you chill. Like this whole life is a learning. It's a big learning curve. It's a learning experience. This is feels very dangerous for the mind and ego when you meet such a being, because you cannot predict what's going to happen. It's unpredictable, and she can't either. She gets nervous too. She's like, I also can't control this. Like, and her friends try to tell her, yeah, but don't get too needy. She say, okay, yeah, she'll try, but then she's with you. You don't know what's going to happen. I promised I'm not going to, if I see him, I'm not going to talk to him, or vice versa. Yeah, right. see how good. Yeah, see if you can keep that up. This is life. This is one of the highest experiences to have in life, and one shouldn't be afraid of that. This channel's for those people who can intuit what I'm saying and who want to experience that, or who are experiencing that in real time right now. And I'm saying go for it. Can't manage it. The mind wants to try to let's create some kind of security around. Man, this is no security. You have to be willing to be insecure. In reality, this whole life's insecure, man. You know how insecure this life is? You can't control anything. There's going to be a bomb right now that goes off. We're done. What are you going to do? It's just our belief. We think, oh, that's not going to happen. Well, it doesn't matter what we think. It matters because our mind thinks our beliefs are reality, so then it keeps us chill. You think you're going to wake up in the morning after you slept and all that. Well, we don't know. The truth is we don't know. So then you get into a real situation like what I'm describing with the meeting your soulmate, so to speak. Then you see, you're like, damn, I really don't know. I really don't know how to make this secure. And it can be scary. It's scary for both of you. But that's the highlight of life. Like, who cares if you end up getting hurt? Why is everybody so scared of pain? You preserve your life force, have healthy lifestyle habits, get some inner strength, have a spiritual practice. That will show you who you are beyond this human form and let you realize, like, oh yeah, I'm just here for a short time. This really isn't such a big deal. This gives you inner strength. And then you don't mind. You can step into this unknown and insecure situation at the risk of getting your heart broke. Like, so be it. It's worth it. It's fun. I went into that on purpose just to see could I get my heart broke. And I did a little bit. But I survived it. Once you go through it once, and like I said, if you have a healthy lifestyle, that your life, you're stronger. You get stronger emotionally, mentally. You don't mind having some pain. It's worth it. It's like the pain's the tax you have to pay for having the strong experience. It's worth it. You start to realize there's laws for this universe, being a human. It's the law of duality. You can't just have the heavenly states and not experience some hell. You can't do it. So you gain this wisdom and you realize that, and then you're willing, and you're like, okay, whatever, man. What? I survived it once. And the second time's less. It's not so bad. That time that I said I want to experience it, I'm going to see if I can still feel that. That was my third time. and it was okay. It was rough when I was young because I had a bad lifestyle. I wasn't doing anything that was giving me life force. And so then when when I got hurt like that, it really hurt me because I wasn't doing anything to replenish my life force. So then a situation like that really knocked me down. Well, I already didn't have much life force to begin with, and then go through some major thing like that, yeah, I'm gonna feel pretty bad. That's probably why some people commit suicide. Get strong inside, get your life together. Get my semen retention book if you want, and my health book's coming out soon. I keep saying that. It'll be out. All right, I wrote some things. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. You can't try to hang on to this. It's going to be so automatic and instinctual when you find this to want to try to hang on to it. In all three of these relationships I experienced, the strong, good ones, the ones I'm talking about right now, it happened once for every single one. It was strange. And it happened spontaneously. It happened once when I was walking out of the movies with her. And then with the other girl, it happened when I was in her kitchen. And then the other one, it happened when we were sitting at the river together. And what happened? This is what happened. It's like I realized the law of impermanence, you can say. It's all these universal laws. Law of duality, law of impermanence, law of decay. This cute little body that you are obsessed with and trying to preserve. It's gonna go Google 100-year-old people. Yeah, you're gonna look like that. So there's all these laws. The law of impermanence, how it applied to this situation though, was I realized I could feel like I love this girl so much, all three, at the particular times. But I realized it's gonna end somehow. It's gonna end. We're either gonna break up, or she's gonna die, or I'm gonna die, or something's gonna happen. And there was I was grieving that. So there were some tears, I wasn't sad. It was process. It was a processing. This is, again, the tax for being human. You have to accept that you have an emotional body. Those that try to block that off, listen to the alpha males and the girls that say, don't be sensitive. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go do that. You just end up looking like some weird, fragmented human being. You're not holistic or organic. You're trying to play some role, uphold some egoic image, and you just look funny. You look funny to somebody who can see through that. And the girls that are bitching about don't be sensitive, are you really trying to get them? I'm trying to weed out people who don't belong here. Can you tell? I want to talk to the people on point. So I realized that these girls weren't going to be with me. These beings that I really felt strong, energetic synergy with, in love for. I'm like, they're not going to be here. And I there was some grieving about that, I remember one girl, she said, it scared her a little bit. And she said, well, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not really trying to get married. I started laughing. I said, what? I said, listen, you can leave right now. I didn't, not in a sarcastic way. I said, don't be fooled just because I'm processing something right now. You're totally free, man. I'm I don't want to get married either. What are you talking about? Good, we're on the same page. Then she felt better. And people aren't strong enough, or they don't know how to handle vulnerability. The people are comfortable when you play roles. They're comfortable with that. Somebody who's not playing roles, you scare them because you're unpredictable. They don't know what you're gonna do, man. Like this person, I can't figure out. I can't classify them or shelve them in any particular file that I've put everybody else in. So I don't know, they're a little edgy. Yeah. But I love them so much, right? Because that's the one that we're talking about. You're drawn deeply, and then they encourage you to do the same, to let go of your roles. That's the other thing. Everything gets exposed when you're in this kind of relationship. You can't hide. You can't wear your masks in your faces, maybe a little bit, but that's going to get burnt up. It's very high level training, more higher level than yoga and meditation. You do that's like easy. This is real deal stuff. I remember there was a guy in Ecuador, older, he was probably 60. He had 3 kids, boys. His wife died of cancer. He didn't have much money. He was living off of, I think, probably Social Security or something. And the lifestyle was just rough. What's he gonna do now? It's just him and 3 kids. One was 8 and one was like 12, another was like 15. How's he gonna get a girl now? He has no money, he has 3 kids, right? Well, not only did the universe send him a woman, sent her a younger woman. I met her. I knew them both pretty good. She was probably 30. Super sweet, super sweet. And she loved this guy so much, man. She loved him, like, just, she said, I can't help it. I love this guy. I love this guy. And he had some knowledge. He was 60. Yeah, that's why I like talking to him. He was a wise guy. And she just felt good. She felt good with him. He had some wisdom. She was open. She was getting the wisdom from him. He was helping her with, you can say, her spiritual evolution, which is all that matters on this planet. That's all that matters. One spiritual evolution. That's all you take with you when you leave. And man, they stayed together. This isn't like 1-2 months. No, they were together for years, probably still together. I'm not there anymore. There's another guy, my Indian friend saw this when there was an old man, he was like 60 again, and was with a Filipina girl. She was like 30. He didn't have any money. He was a musician, you know, and just trying to make it. And my Indian friend asked her something like how did you guys meet? And like, what happened? Like, why are you with him, basically? Same thing. I don't know. I love this guy, man. I love this guy. You see? So you trust the universe to hook you up like this. But don't expect it. This is the other thing. Don't be looking at your watch like, what, it's been now, you know, some years and it hasn't happened. I don't know what someone's destiny is. I know that these things are possible. Why did it happen to them and it can't happen to somebody else? Were they doing some technique? Is it about techniques that you need to learn for this to happen? I think clearly you see it's not. It's about destiny. Trust in existence instead of trying to manage your life to figure out what's best for you, because you don't know. You don't know what's best for you. I had to accept that. What's best for me is what's happening right now, whatever that is. That's what's best. When you develop that kind of trust, then God can work with you a little bit. When you keep fighting it and no, but I don't want this, but I want this, then you're just creating a bunch of friction and tension, and you're like pushing things away. All right, I think we talked enough about that. And I'm enjoying making some of these videos now about these type of topics, you know? So I think we talk about these topics and also lust, because lust is I won't forget about that. That's a big deal. That's like the #1 deadly sin, you can say, that keeps people blocked. Sin means it keeps you blocked from experiencing your highest light. That's all that sin means. Doesn't mean God's mad at you and all that stuff. No, it's an obstruction to your true self. Yeah, we'll get into that later. I'll see you.